Oh, hi, friends.
Hi, friend.
We are back.
Here we are.
Come and Grow podcast.
Come and Grow podcast.
We took kind of a week off, but not really. Yeah, last week we shared a workshop that we recorded years ago.
It was a while back.
And it just speaks to how long we've been having these conversations.
Yeah, really? Yeah. It was really sweet because I think even looking at the video from the background of what this studio used to look like and what your office used to look like, I was like, wow, we've really been working on stuff for a minute.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah. Yes.
It was really good content. Go back, listen to episode 5.
5, yep.
A workshop on your values.
Yes.
Using the, was it happiness project? Trying to remember.
I always want to call it like the happiness trap, but that's not right. Yeah, the happiness project.
I think so. Maybe it was a happiness
Oh, no, it is
trap.
the happiness trap. There we go. One or the other. Yes, the happiness trap is what it's based on. It's an amazing book.
So good.
Yes.
To break down your values and the things that you care about in your relationships. And we're very good. Very good content. Highly recommend.
It was great.
So
we haven't sat down together in like a month now. So last time we talked, or at least in the couple episodes, you had shared what you were working on. And do you want to give us any updates?
Sure. What can I say? I started setting some goals with my creative coach, my poet creative coach. Shout out to Christina Hubbard if you need a creative coach. She is amazing. She's been such a cheerleader for me. She's just been so engaged. I think what I really love about Christina is that when I send her a text message, and this is part of the package that she offered, not all coaches offer this kind of thing, but when I text her, I'm winning, or I've done this, or whatever, immediately sends back a giphy excitement, like matches my energy. Last week was not a winning week. Last week was like, I'm dying. And I haven't hit one of my markers for my 12-week year goals. And I'm like, I basically was like, I would really like prayer. Could you pray for me? And she was so precious and just sent exactly what I needed. There was no, again, it was matching my energy. There was no like push or like, just kind of a knowing that as a mom in the summer, summer momming is different
Yes.
than school year momming.
Yes.
So this summer is just chewed me up and spit me out. And anyway, I think that's my main update.
Yeah.
Is that I really love working with her because as I'm finding things in my goals, I'm like, okay, it's flowing, and she's, just been really responsive.
That's amazing.
So I'm really, really grateful.
I'm so excited for this process.
I'm definitely not paying her enough. Christina, if you're listening, I definitely need to upgrade. But she's just doing amazing. So, yeah.
That's so lovely.
And I feel like the last time we talked, you were working on your challenge, your YAP challenge.
My YAP challenge, my 40-day YAP challenge.
40 days is a long time to post.
A long time to post.
Is this a daily post
that's
happening?
Daily posting.
Okay.
That was happening. I think I made it to like day 35.
Okay, wait, what?
Yeah, for almost daily. I missed like 2 or 3 days
great.
in there. Yes, amazing.
35, that's insane.
And then I was towards the end of the challenge. I recorded like 3 days over the weekend. Like I got me through like midweek last week, I think. And then, so it's been almost 2 weeks since I've recorded anything, a week and a half since I've posted anything. Anyways, I could not bring myself to just yap anymore.
Challenge accomplished.
I was like, oh my God.
Done.
But it was so much fun. It was so amazing.
Good.
And I was telling people like in real life that I know, because I haven't gotten a lot of people I know in real life engaging on my content. Not people liking or commenting. My good friends who like know I'm doing it are for sure. But friends and family and stuff who I know all follow me haven't been engaging. So I'm in like DM conversations on Instagram. And
Yeah.
when you are DMing people on Instagram, that content gets fed to you more because like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to engage with this person.
Oh,
Here's their
that's great. I had
content.
no idea that it does
Yeah.
that.
So it's
That's
really
great.
nice if you want to like engage with
Okay.
future leads and stuff, like to be in their DMs and
Okay.
comment to their stories, and then your content will get fed to them more.
That's great.
Anyways, I had one of my group chats. I apologized to somebody in real life, and I was like, "Hey, I'm like, FYI, like, sorry if my content's all over your feed because I'm doing this challenge, and they have not liked a single like I don't know." And
Yeah.
it's just I'm embarrassed by it. It's embarrassing to try.
New things.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to put yourself out there, especially when you don't really know why you're doing it or what you're doing it. And she's like, no, it's amazing. I love it. And she like specifically like called out like, no, I really like this piece. And then my other girlfriend that was there, she's like, no, yeah, I really liked this piece. And like talk like, no, it's really great and encouraging and thing. And I'm just like, oh, Lauren, why? I'm all about generous assumptions and telling other people to hold generous assumptions. But when it comes to like myself and how I'm being perceived in the world and things that I'm insecure about, I have a hard time holding generous assumptions for myself and just assume I'm a pain or not wanted and that's probably all little Lauren being like, so sorry, so sorry.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
So it's
a lot of learnings with the Yap Challenge.
Yes.
Just learning things about yourself.
Yes.
Like,
and
whoa.
I want to keep going. I just need to find the right cadence for myself. So whether I will not be daily posting, but maybe
That's a lot.
Yeah, 3 or 4 posts when things come up that I want to talk about. And I think I want to change, and this is a lot of talking about this, but I think I want to change my, record in different scenarios also, so it's not always the same setting, and maybe bring a little bit more lifestyle to it. So,
Love it.
Yeah.
So there's like ideas for the next.
Yes, it's not
kind of
like
round.
Yes, the challenge is done. Complete.
Challenge is done.
Thank you very much.
Love
but
it.
Now I get to dream into what I want.
What I want to do.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's very good.
Yay. I love that for you. It's awesome.
So we've got a new value to talk about today, which has come up in another recording of ours, and it's a value we both hold dearly, which is the value of community. And you have done some research.
Oh gosh, you're not going to believe what I found about, So I think we had talked about like community versus like the loneliness pandemic.
Yeah. Yes.
And just the idea of how, what I love about values is it usually is a response to something, right? That's disordered or that's off or that's not growing, like loneliness.
Yeah.
And you will not believe the statistics that I found.
Bring it.
On loneliness. And I'm calling it the loneliness pandemic because the U.S. Surgeon General, okay, this is 2023. You guys probably know some of the stuff. The U.S., so it's 2023 advisory found that lacking social connection carries a mortality risk comparable to smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. Just let that land for a minute.
It carries the same
mortality rate.
Yeah. Rate as a smoker.
Risk.
As a smoker smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Wow.
Like, it's not just, oh, you're feeling lonely. That's a bummer.
It breaks my heart.
It is a risk to your physical health to be lonely. To feel a deep, like, rooted loneliness.
Wow.
It's intense.
Wow. It's wild. That's wild.
So the tension is like that we have this more digitally connected generation while also holding the loneliest generation.
Yeah.
Of all time. So I don't know, how things have changed at the dawn of AI, or how people feel. I don't know what that changes, but that's the 2023 Surgeon General. And then World Health Organizations estimate a roughly 1 in 6 people worldwide experience persistent loneliness. And its Commission on Social Connection has linked the crisis to a large number of deaths annually.
Wow.
So that's where they're getting those connections. Younger adults, the most digitally connected generation, consistently report loneliness. This is crazy, at or above the rates of older adults.
Wow.
Which cuts against the assumption that this is mainly an aging and isolation issue.
Right. Because that's like where my head goes to.
You're like, oh, she's lonely. They're like older, they're retired or whatever.
Yes. No.
Which they actually might be doing better than some of the younger people, because they have more, like, I don't know, communities.
Housing opportunities. They're not working during the day. They could go to the Y and do things.
Yeah. So then what that brings me to regarding community is, and you've heard me say this in our groups that we've done before, but hurt that happens in community needs to heal in community.
Yes.
Right? So, and that applies to other things too, where you've been hurt in relationship. Yes, you do healing on your own, but it also needs to continually heal in relationship.
Yeah.
So community, so hurt in community, heal in community, because relational wounds require shared safety, accountability, and connection to truly repair.
Oh my gosh, say that one more time.
Okay. So relational wounds require shared safety, accountability, and connection to truly repair. I just found that online today when I was doing some research. I was looking for the healing community piece, and then that's what came up. And so we've got these two, like, there's reasons why we stay lonely and isolated, or we've been hurt in relationship, and then it just makes more and more isolation. But then we don't try again. And because it requires safety and accountability and connection to be able to repair. So, yeah, what are your thoughts?
Just like, there's so much wisdom that has to be known on, like, do I repair in this relationship? Like, if we were to get in a disagreement or hurt one another, hopefully, like, the safety and connection is there, that, like, we could repair it together
in that relationship, right? Ideally.
And there's a lot of, I want to say maturity, wisdom, something to know how long do you continue to repair a relationship before it's like, no, actually, this is not repairable. And we're not taught that.
No.
We're not taught how to have a disagreement, how to not get along with somebody, and how to come back and do it. Like, growing up, my little brother was a nuisance, and my mom was always like, well, if you can't change his behavior, change your environment. So I'm used to leaving and going somewhere else. If someone's a nuisance, I'm like, okay, bye. Like, that's what I was taught. And not how to be a good friend. Like, you're not taught how to show up for people unless it's shown to you. But I don't know, that, I mean, when it's like, okay, we can heal it, we can get hurt in community, we can heal in community, but ultimately you have to be in community to do that. You have to have friends, you have to put yourself in situations where people could hurt you. It's so vulnerable.
Well, people will hurt you. It's certain.
Yeah, we are very broken.
Right?
Yeah.
And we go through cycles in healthy relationships. We go through cycles of rupture and repair.
Yeah.
And then there's stability in between, and then rupture and repair. But I think the question is knowing how deep is this rupture is the rupture repairable?
Yeah.
There are some ruptures that are not
Right.
repairable. There are some ruptures that teach me something about you,
Yeah.
right? It's the saying, like when someone shows you who they are, believe
Believe
them,
them. Yeah.
you know? But that's difficult too to know, you
Fool
know,
me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
there's that one too. That's a good one too. But I think that there's this balance of knowing where we tolerate a relationship beyond what's comfortable,
Yeah.
right? So there's comfort,
Yeah.
and then there's actual like pain or
Yeah.
someone's harming you.
Yeah.
And that it has to be your personal
Yeah.
experience and decision. I work with clients all the time that are going through hard situations, and it's completely their decision
Yeah.
as to like I can't rescue or tell someone, okay, time to go. Like you just don't tell someone
Right.
that.
Right.
And when you've been taught like what you just said, even though, you know, maybe when you were little and your brother was doing that, that's like appropriate.
Right.
Just leave the room or ignore the bully
Right.
or, you know, whatever. Until it's like, wait, but now I have a friend or a spouse or a
Yeah.
relationship that I want to make this work. How do I meet this person in the middle? And can you, you know, it's almost like, yeah, can you match their energy of meeting? Because some people, they're completely avoidant and they won't repair at all.
Yeah.
And sometimes not having repair means they don't actually want friendship with you.
Right.
You can pursue, you can try. Ask me how I know.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do.
Right.
So to know where those lines are, it's just so nuanced. There's
Yeah.
so many variables to it to
Yeah.
push past comfort of like, I don't like this,
Yeah.
but I'm going to work on this with you. Are you willing to work on this
Yeah.
with me? Because it's not like we just go and become a punching bag. Like
Right.
even though there's the turn the other cheek scripture, that's not what that whole thing does not mean you just like put yourself into an abusive situation.
Right.
It's about walking alongside someone that's
Yeah.
walking with you, you know. So it's nuanced.
It is super nuanced. Have you watched The Survival of the Thickest yet?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's
No. Say more.
It is. It follows a
I
group
saw
of
it came up actually.
friends.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It follows a group of friends, and this gal and her best friend got in an argument. He really hurt her. It was super wounding for a good reason. She wasn't being sensitive or what. Like was. It was a rupture, and she was having a hard time forgiving. And her boyfriend partner was like, he's like, well, what happens with us when we get in a fight and then we make it work? Because like you're committed, you feel safety. Like,
Yeah.
it's easier sometimes with somebody you're living with or married to, partnered with, to rupture and repair quickly. And when somebody's a little bit further away, they don't live with you, it's easy to ignore them. It's harder to face that repair.
Yeah.
It's easier to just be like, no, thank you. It's like, well, what happens when we rupture and repair? Our words, not his. We get closer together on the other side of it. Like we are actually more bonded through it. So go suffer the awkwardness
Yeah.
of trying to repair. Because again, like is vulnerable to be seen trying.
Yeah.
I want to try to work this out with
Yeah.
you. It might not be reciprocated
Yeah.
on the other side of it. And like that was the motivation for her to like go and they reconciled and it was adorable. It hard also
It's very
to
hard.
watch somebody else argue and then say their pain to one another.
It's
and
very uncomfortable. Yeah. It's very hard.
So we don't see it in media because who wants to watch hard conversations?
No. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, especially that repair piece, which takes vulnerability.
Yes.
It takes vulnerability on your side. And sometimes, especially when you have two conflict avoiders, I'm a conflict pursuer, whatever that is. Anyway, that's a story for another time. I will be the one that's like, hey, let's fix this. But when you have that, then like someone has to be the first one to speak.
Yeah.
Someone has to be the first one to say, hey, something's not right.
Yeah.
And that is so scary.
Yeah.
Which I think just, takes us back to just like where we are in the loneliness pandemic. I don't think we have really understanding on how to deal with conflict
Right.
in a healthy way. We haven't been taught, most of us.
Yeah.
And I think that having safe places where we can try things out, where we can build friendships is really important, which is why I just wanted to bring up the Selah Sisterhood that we've
Yeah.
done together because it's been so sweet. People have gotten to know each other and gotten to be close, and there's like vulnerability to be able to talk about things.
Yeah.
But it also just takes time to repair,
So, yeah. And
to repair those things.
yeah. And to form, to even form a relationship with people. That's why I feel like a lot of people are still stuck in the friends they had as kids.
Right.
Because it's like you've already spent
Easier.
that time together.
Yeah.
It's
I don't want to
already
change
there.
it.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
making friends as adults it's hard.
It is really hard.
And if it's not culturally what happens also, because I feel like there's certain cultures
It's like more
in communities.
natural.
Yeah, like you go to a big city, I think people are more inclined to meet somebody
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
become friends because that's
That's everybody's kind of like,
out and about
Yeah.
meeting people. It's
Yeah.
people are coming and going.
Yeah.
But like you get to other communities are very established to figure out how to fit in. It's really hard.
it's really hard. It's hard. The other thing that came up in my research on this was the third place.
Yeah, say more. Yes.
What makes the third place is a space that isn't a home or work, and where that's gone missing in our lives, like in general.
Yeah.
So the other, aspect to this community, I think when you say community, sometimes people think of church or like my
Yeah.
church community. And a lot of people have beautiful like small groups and like Sunday worship gatherings and places where they can go and they feel safe and they have friends. And then other people don't have that.
Right.
And we're finding third places at the gym,
Yep.
finding third places at, there's, art studios that are opening up or other kind of like communities. I know some D&D people that are just dedicated.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
To their sometimes once or twice a week, going to D&D. And I just think having those.
Golf clubs.
Yes, exactly. There's a writers group that meets here in town. Anyway, just having those places is like really, really important
Yeah.
to help us to feel also more human, to feel connected, and to try again, to just try again.
Yeah.
So it's worth it.
It is. I've seen a lot of posts going around of people saying like inconvenience is the price of community.
Yes.
And just remembering
I love that one.
that it's to be in community does mean leaving your house when you don't really want to.
Don't want to. No.
Selah,
COVID got us really good at staying home.
our Selah sisterhoods in the winter when it's like dark at 5.
No one
and I'm
wants
like,
like,
I don't want to.
I just want to. Let's
So
do
we
like PJ nights. We do our PJ nights.
Like, okay, let's lean
Yeah.
into the uncomfortability of it, the inconvenience. And I saw one girl, she shared how she's heard that saying, and it's okay for herself, but like, oh, I know that inconvenience is part of community, and I will inconvenience myself for you. But then you also have to allow others to be inconvenienced for you.
Right. Like when you're asking for help or
Or
you need
not,
something.
or like somebody just does something for you.
Yes,
or
to
when you
receive
ask,
it.
Yes, it goes both
It does
ways,
go
and you
both
have
ways.
to be okay with inconveniencing others.
Yeah. It is.
And you can't control it's our, I don't know if it's our people pleasing, our wanting to control, make everything nice. And it might just be women. I don't know if dudes deal with this, but we have a hard time inconveniencing others. I didn't want people to watch my videos if they didn't want to.
Bothering you. You don't have to watch it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and that's
Yeah,
not,
it's really a thing.
yeah. And it keeps us from deeper community.
It really does. It really does. And I think just to conclude this section, what I found was like real embodied community is the antidote to loneliness.
Yeah.
And to, as we come into community, to just bring everything that we bring,
Yeah.
all that we
All
are,
that we are.
into that space,
Yeah.
even if it feels uncomfortable or inconvenient
Yeah.
or vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important. The last thing too that I'll mention, I just am kind of feeling this as we're talking, is I think that there is something to be said about forgiveness. It's not easy even to say that out loud, but I think that a lot of times we are so good at holding grudges and resentments, even toward past experiences. Those are the ones we hang on to the most. Past experiences, but then sometimes we'll interpret the communities that we're coming into
Oh.
from
Yeah.
those unforgiven places,
Yeah.
which forgiveness really does help us to heal and be able to come in to a new situation with hope and
Yeah.
like to try again.
Yeah.
I love Ted Lasso so much when it comes to like rupture and repair and those uncomfortable talks.
Yeah.
And there's this, scene, this is kind of a spoiler, but probably everyone's seen Ted Lasso by now.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
At the end of, I think it's one of the last seasons, where they forgive this guy that's just done like something terrible. And not just forgive, but like invite him back into the community. And it's just, oh my gosh, I was totally undone when I watched that. I just feel like it's so important to remember that forgiveness is required.
Yeah. But I like how you said, like in Ted Lasso, they forgave the person where the damage was done and invited them back. But sometimes the forgiveness isn't actually extended to repair the relationship where you were hurt, but the forgiveness is internal. It's you. The grudge you hold is only a poison against yourself.
That's
like
right.
It doesn't go out and affect the other
That's right.
person. So you can forgive the other person without inviting them back into your life, and to what you're saying, it only helps you then as you go on into new communities, new relationships, that it's not bringing that poison in with you.
Yeah.
You get to start fresh. You get to forgive what was,
Yeah.
and offer grace without necessarily having to repair that relationship.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah, in the 12th step, they have an amends step, which I think is either 5 or 6, and you like become ready to make amends with people that you've harmed or whatever. But then there's a caveat in there that says you make amends wherever it's safe, basically. I can't remember the exact wording, but it's something like where it wouldn't be harmful. So there are sometimes, you're right, we might forgive, but it doesn't mean that the relationship is actually repaired. So the difference between forgiveness and repair, it's different. Yeah. Yeah. All very important. I feel like I could talk about this thing for hours.
I know. It's so wonderful. And I just, community looks different for everybody. And there's no number of people in your community. Like it's
we can't compare.
No. And some people do really well with like these big groups of people surrounding them. And some people like me, like I can only handle like two friends and a husband.
2 friends and a husband.
I don't
great.
but like I have lots of like people that I can read. Anyways, we're all different.
We're all different. That's right.
And how we then connect with people also, because it might be that you're connecting with them on the sports team that you're in, or the club that you're in, or from childhood, or somebody that you met on the internet that you then brought into real life. Because what we are learning is digital only relationships are not bridging the gap to fight the loneliness pandemic, epidemic, whatever we're calling it. So to actually build community, we need to transition from just digital to somehow in real life. Yeah. Anyways,
100%.
and a great conversation. And yes, we could talk about this for
It's like
forever.
It's a whole theme. We could like just have a podcast just talking about that. It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
well, so to transition, what have you been learning recently?
I would say that going back to my 12-week year goals, I am learning how to manage my goals, my markers, my tactics, along with just letting things come up that are coming up. So I think I always just go into my 12-week year going like, okay, this is it. This is the one. And then I set too many goals. So I love to set goals. And then I had a great first week. And then I told Christina, I was just like, I feel like something's not going to go well next week. I feel like I'm just going to like start my period and I'm going to be like overwhelmed. And then like I said it out loud and literally that next week was literally that.
Yeah.
I got not one of my tactics done. So I think I'm just learning how to manage my expectation of myself
Yeah.
when I set goals, to not get completely depressed and not set them.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm really like I'm moving forward. And the thing that I told her is just I feel like I'm at the stage where I'm doing a heavier lift. I can feel myself stretching and expanding. One of the goals that I set was to start working on the workbook for the certification, which I'm really excited about. I've touched once because I have Renovare papers that are due at the end of the month that have definitely taken precedence. So I'm focused on doing those right now. But going back to the community thing, like that's something that I'm really, really passionate about, the certification in order to bring people closer to communal, soul care, where it's actually teaching other people to do what I do and bringing people together and having a human being that you're talking to instead of just, digitally. So
Right.
specifically it's the goals. And the one, I think I shared this in our little Marco feed, the Jesus CEO one. I am learning how to, as I set my goals, to create 4 specific things on each goal, which is a day and a time, a place, and a person.
Okay.
So for each one of my goals, I realized I started thinking like, if I'm telling someone about this goal or this tactic that I'm working on, it gets done. When I talk about it, I mean, posting on Instagram is one thing, and that's like a maybe, but like telling another person,
It's not actual community.
it's not. It's a post. And I have goals for my Instagram posting too, but I just found that like, okay, if I have a day, a time, which is like an appointment, a place and a person, and I've been doing that most with a lot of the things that I'm working on. And so that's what I'm learning is how to adhere my goals to those 4 things in order to get more done.
Yeah.
So, and to really like let the season also like, because that's just, I'm like riding the waves right now
Right.
of summer. So
And I like having the 12-week year because it sets it just keeps your goals in front of you.
It does.
And like what you're working
Yeah.
towards. So even if your goal is to either, I don't know, finish the workbook or just get like the first chapter done of the workbook, even if you are only putting thought to the framework of it, it's still getting you
still
closer.
getting, yeah, that's right. That's right. So anyway, yeah, just a lot around that and my goals.
That's awesome.
How about you? What are you learning in this season?
I am learning that I've been avoiding some work that requires my full brain to get into the project. And I've been learning why I'm doing this, like why I'm putting off this task. It's been like rolling over day after day after day after day. And to the listener, I handle maybe 10 to 12 clients in a given week, and I'm in their business working on it. There's a lot of context switching. and they're all different kinds of businesses. And so I have to kind of mentally be in their business when I'm working on the thing. But for this one project that I have, it takes so much mental space. I have to stop what I'm doing. And I get such a dopamine rush of checking off tasks. And I honestly don't even have like small tasks to check off. Like the small
like
task is to like
get in there,
get into it. And we've been house sitting this past week. And so I don't have a lot of time to really sit, to get focused, to find my zone, because it takes a minute to get into the zone.
It really does.
And
especially
and
with
to be
the
calm
context.
with myself in it, and to ignore any fire alarms of people saying, I need this, because the dopamine hit of that is so lovely. To be like, I got you, like, no problem. Like, and so I can do it. I have no problem getting into that zone if I know exactly what I need, where that information is, what I'm doing. I have no problem. But this specific project, the information has come to me in a bunch of different ways. They keep sending me information, and it's like duplicate information, what they've already sent me, and it's really confusing. And so if I don't understand, I'm just avoiding it. So anyways, I'm just learning that about myself and seeing it and being gentle with myself in it. Like, it's okay. Like, I haven't missed any deadlines yet, so like I'm not behind in any way. But and I know once I get into it, it will be good. But I'm just trying to be very gentle with myself in it and notice what's happening, how I can then make changes for other clients moving forward, making sure I'm not in this situation again. And like, that's the biggest thing.
Sure.
And I'm learning one other thing.
Tell me.
I'm learning how to bring out my wavy hair.
Yeah?
And like working like air dry techniques and stuff.
Okay.
So trying different products and things.
Okay, I love that.
I bought a hair steamer.
Dry? Okay.
That's supposed to like bring out your curls and stuff. So I tried doing it with like a face steamer and like a clothes steamer, but the face steamer wasn't like powerful enough, and the clothes steamer was too powerful. It was like melting off my makeup.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, okay, we're gonna find something else. And
okay. Learning how to bring your waves back.
my waves back.
I love it.
Like lean into the waviness.
I love that. I'm all about some air dry your hair. It's so good. Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm looking forward to, is my hair steamer.
Your hair steamer's on the way. Okay, that's
in.
That's awesome.
Can I tell you one other thing I'm looking for?
Yes.
That is coming up for me other than my hair steamer. It is there is a retreat that I have agreed to participate in October. And one of the things at this retreat that they're going to do is like an afternoon open session where it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. What do you want to do? And different people will be leading different elements of it. And so they might be hosting a hike, or somebody might be doing a vision board. And I really want to do a Jesus CEO like session where people can bring like what they're wanting to surrender to God, either in their business, in their career, whatever that looks like. What do they want to like bring to Him? And we can kind of talk about that as a group, and then go into silent time like we do with our little time together, and then come back and encourage one another and talk about what we heard. And
wonderful.
I'm so excited for it. I had no idea. At first I was like, what am I going to do for this little like freedom connection time? Because I was like, what lights you up? Do what lights you up. I was like, what on earth lights me up? Talking about business? Like, how is that really? Yeah, actually that
lights me up.
That lights me up. I would love to host that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking then about doing, hosting one for maybe like 5 or 6 women before that, to just get a test run of what it's like with women who aren't in relationship, aren't in community together already, to see just how vulnerable we can be with one another and things. So I can get a taste of what it's going to be like at the retreat.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
amazing.
super fun.
Yay. I love that.
Anyways, any other thoughts from you, Joy, of like what I said, or anyways, or do you want to share what's coming up for you?
Yeah, no, I just think that it's all beautiful. I just think that it's all wonderful. I was just thinking about your relationship to your clients and all of the hats that you wear in your business. I am amazed at the things that you're able to do, honestly, and how you are able to kind of go into each business. Like you said, it's like just diving into different types of businesses. So I just can't imagine.
It feels like spinning, like those guys that spin plates
A
on
lot of
sticks.
spinning
It feels like
plates.
spinning plates.
Lots of spinning plates for sure.
I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Until like
And keeping them going.
I feel like my one client that's stuck, the plate's not spinning.
Yeah.
And I got to figure out how to get it spinning.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like avoiding it.
Well, a plate that's not spinning falls down.
Yeah, it's out the ground. I got to pick it up and get it back to spinning.
Yeah. And the other thought that I was having just regarding like context switching, I heard someone tell me one time that like it actually takes 30 minutes after your context switching to get back into the thing that you were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's where all my hours have gone.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm context switching all day long.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all. But as far as what's coming up for me, I just am realizing that I'm just facing a lot of like overwhelm right now regarding the summer, regarding all of the, I was gonna say little people, but they're like medium-sized people in my life. Or like my youngest boy turns 13 this summer, so that means all of the little years in just a few weeks, a month from now. All the little years are done. And the medium years are like just different.
Yeah.
They're just intense in a different way. So I feel like I'm managing a lot. And I think that's like just kind of the feeling that's coming up for me. And I really don't want to wish away summer. There's some people, I've noticed some parents are like, I don't want summer to end because they enjoy their kids and their family in a different sort of way. And then other people that are like, I'm dying. I can't wait for the kids to go back to school. I wish I wasn't in that camp, but I'm kind of more there because I value my peaceful home.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting a ton of that time.
Yeah.
Even though it's a beautiful season. I'm so proud of all of my kids and where they're at right now. It's just part of being a present parent, which is my commitment.
Right.
To be present to my kiddos.
And when they're home for the summer,
they're always
it's
buzzing.
a lot more present than in the school year.
Yeah. So yesterday I sat down. What was it yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday I sat down to start working on my paper around 11, or maybe this was Wednesday. I can't even remember. My week is just like a mess. I sit down to work on my paper. I have everything, like the tea and all my books and like the whole thing. And the power goes out. And they both are like, what are we going to do? So they can't get it. La, la, la. There's a tree. And so I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So then we're just solving the power scenario. And then we're having to go somewhere else for AC or whatever. And it's like, that was it.
Because the power was out and you guys couldn't get off the street?
No, we could leave, but people were, the end of our road was blocked and people were turning around in my neighborhood. Like my road was the turnaround.
So there was a blocked road.
There was a blocked road, but it wasn't my road.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
So I was like, that's a lot of cars in my cul-de-sac. So anyway, it's just stuff like that. And then I'm like context switching. Like you're not like, then you're just like not even switching context. Like I'm literally like, it's almost like crisis mode.
Yes.
And like now I'm solving this new problem.
Yes.
Anyway, there's just been a lot of
with no hopes of like, there's no probably time limit on that either. It's not like
a scheduled thing.
I'm gonna put toast in the toaster for you real quick and then go back to what I was
and that
doing.
was the thing. It was like 3 p.m. and he still hadn't eaten anything because he's like, there's nothing I can, because he wanted eggs and pancakes. He wanted like man food or whatever. And I'm like, so he wanted me to take him to Grammy's so he could make his man food, which we did. And he was fine. Anyway, it's first world mom problems. It's really not that big of a deal.
It sounds overwhelming.
It's overwhelming in my body.
Yes.
And I wish I wasn't, waiting for September. Every summer's like this, though. It's like September. September comes and there's other things with September.
Right.
that are overwhelming
And
too.
then it's the holidays. And then,
Yeah, but here we are. So that's what's bubbling up, coming up for me right now. But I'm so grateful that we got to have this conversation.
Me too.
I really have enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on
it's phenomenal. I would just, if
wrapping
you
up?
have a second to just think about a journaling prompt, a thought to take away when it comes to community or combating loneliness or something to give to our beautiful listener?
Yeah, I think I have a couple written down here, and I think that the initial question would be just like, where are you feeling that specific ache? I think we all have different kinds of lonely. I'm actually reading a book on loneliness right now. It's not a school book, it's an aside, but we can be surrounded by people, notifications, and still feel alone. And I think the question is like, where does that ache? Sometimes we're lonely for a parental figure. I know I struggle with that. Sometimes we feel lonely for a partner. Sometimes we feel lonely for a friend or community. So I think that would be the first question is like, where do you, if you can pinpoint, like, what exactly, if I could have what my heart longs for right now, what is that?
Yeah.
And then it could help us to start taking steps toward finding that and praying for that, asking the Lord for guidance in that area. And then the other, the prompt could just be like, what's one real in-person repeated point of contact in your life right now, and why is that? Why is that bringing you life? Why is that bringing you fulfillment or community?
So not just that they're in your life, but that they're in your life and it's a joyful connection.
It's a joyful connection, but it's feeding you, and why? Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think those would be some thoughts.
Could you have, if you feel like you want more connection, is there ways to like keep an eye out for others that feed you in the same way?
Yeah.
Just be open to it.
Yeah, and I think on a deeper, if you wanted to go a step deeper, I would just invite you to talk to the Holy Spirit about your resentments and any places of unforgiveness. Because I do think that sometimes we isolate on purpose and we're lonely, but then sometimes we're actually isolated. It's kind of hard, like isolated, like we actually like kind of
freeze out.
we freeze up and we kind of put up these barriers, and it's really hard to have connection when people have to like break the ice, or they have to like get to you, or like I've thought of like the analogy of people just having their walls up. I'm like, I just have to scale people's walls all the time, like to just get to them if they don't want to let the bridge down.
Right.
So I think just thinking through, where do I have resentments and where can I forgive, and just asking the Lord to help you through those things.
That's beautiful.
Or a therapist or someone to just talk through things if, you have a different belief system.
Yeah. Do you have the book that you're reading? Do you want to recommend it, or are you there yet?
I could. It's actually up here. I just don't want to misquote it. It's called The Restless Heart by Ronald Rolheiser.
Restless Heart.
So I can give you a recommendation for that book. I'm halfway through. And it's basically finding our spiritual home in times of loneliness.
Ooh.
And he just talks about all kinds of loneliness. There's experiential loneliness, there's cultural loneliness, there's like just being human loneliness.
Yeah.
So it's very insightful.
That's
I'm reading that in between my Dallas Willard and Richard Foster books.
Jenny Allen writes super, I'm going to say simple books. Like they're just not heady books, and they're very practical books.
Yeah, she's got one too.
She wrote one on community.
What is that one called? Finding Your People?
Finding Your People, I think so. Yeah. And like just how to show up for people. And she talks about how the fact that you're not taught this in kindergarten, like we don't learn this. So it's a very practical on how to build community. I don't know. It's been a minute since I read it. It was super insightful, very practical. So I'll drop links to both of those down below.
That's awesome.
Yeah, check it out. Always read the description before you just pick up the book. Make sure it aligns
that
to
it's
you.
Actually, what you want to read for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Joy, thank you for letting me be here.
This was great. I loved having you. It was amazing.
And listener, we're so grateful that you joined us today.
Yeah, thanks so much for listening.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay, see you next time.